Hello everyone, welcome back, or if you're new to the channel, welcome. And for those of you that maybe are new, my name is Tracy and I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark. And as you can see, I'm outside because today actually is one of the first days that it's not raining, not over 90 degrees, and the wind isn't blowing like 40-50 miles an hour. So we'll get to enjoy some time outside when we can. So today I have another what sold video. On my last what sold, I explained that it's been kind of slow sales for me, and so I did a 2-week what sold last time, and this time is another 2 weeks because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I sold less items than I did in my previous video, but I'm still selling things. I'm happy with it. It's all good. So today's sales are from June 1st through June 15th, and I have 23 sales for you folks. So I'm going to move over here so I can pop up on the screen a picture of the item that sold, and let's get into it. The first thing I sold is this Forever 21 boho maxi skirt. I picked it up at Goodwill on the $2 rack, and I just thought it was very cute. And Forever 21 isn't a brand that will sell for a whole bunch, but I thought it was really cute. It sold for $17, with my earnings being $13.60. Next is this Tanala Mexico hand painted ceramic bird. I picked this up at a local thrift store on a half off of hard goods day. It was 99 cents, so I paid half price, so around 50 cents for that. It sold for $12, with my earnings being $9.05. Next is this little vehicle lot, these little Disney Pixar die-cast vehicles. I actually got these in a free box at the end of a garage sale when I was leaving. I had found a bunch of them and I split them up into little 2 lots. So not a lot of money into it, but it's an item that was free. So, but they sold for $7, with my earnings being $4.05. Next is a pair of riding boots by the brand Born. They were leather. I picked them up at a garage sale last summer. The lady, when I got to the garage sale, she's like, everything is 50% off. I just want the sale to be done. She had wanted 8 for them, so I ended up paying 4. They sold for $35, with my earnings being $28. So a pretty good sale there. Next, I just picked these up, I would say about a month ago at a garage sale for 50 cents. They're a pair of Tommy jean men's denim shorts. They sold for $12, with my earnings being $9.05. Next one is a Build-A-Bear that I picked up at the Goodwill outlet bins, and my cost of goods usually when I go to the outlet bins is around $1. This was a candy corn bear, and she had on this cute witch dress, and she sold for $15, with my earnings being $12. Next, this was another thing I picked up at that same trip from the Goodwill outlet bins. It was this 1990s Disney activity typewriter, and it had a lot of condition issues, like a couple of the stickers were peeling off, and it was kind of discolored, but it still worked. So I paid about $1 for it, and it sold for $16, with my earnings being $12.80. Next, this is something that was in our closet. It was not being used, so instead of donating it, if I wasn't going to use it, I listed it. And it was just this floral, like shabby chic, quilted. It was either for like a twin size bed, or it was a topper for over your comforter or something. But it sold for $15, with my earnings being $12. Next is this Pure Jill tie-dyed linen blend top. I've had this for almost 2 years. I picked it up at Goodwill for either off of the $2 rack, or I could have possibly paid almost $4 for it. I don't remember, but it finally sold for $14 with my earnings being $11.05. Next is this Harley Davidson full zip woman's hoodie. I'm starting to learn Harley Davidson doesn't sell for as much as you would think it would. I'm still going to pick it up because I like Harley Davidson style stuff. I can't even remember where I picked this up. It was probably a garage sale. I don't know how much I paid for it, but it's been listed for well over a year. And it was a size small, so that might be one of the reasons why it took so long to sell. But it sold for $15, making my earnings $12. This is a pair of Calvin Klein low-rise bootcut jeans. I just picked these up from Goodwill about 2 months ago on the $2 rack. And they sold for $12 with my earnings being $9.05. This is a little Talbot striped tank top. The reason why I picked this up is because it was at the church sale early this spring. I think it was like in March. And everything when it came to tank tops and t-shirts was only 50 cents. So, but I picked it up because it was new at Tags. It sold for $12 with my earnings being $9.05. These I thought were really cool when I found them at Goodwill. They were on the $2 rack. What I liked about them was it had embroidery down each side. But they're a pair of 7 capri jeans, yeah. And I thought they were really cool. But like I said, it's been over a year for them as well. Them sold for $15, making my earnings $12. A lot of $10 bills in this 2-week period, but I'm okay because it all adds up. Next, this shirt here I thought would do way better because it was a heavy duty cotton, very, very heavy duty, and it was white, and it was immaculately cleaned. It's Abercrombie and Fitch. And it was a men's long sleeve button up shirt. I just thought it was a nice looking shirt, and I thought it would sell for way more, but it did not. And it sold for $8, making my earnings $5.05. But what's good about that is one of the items that when I first started reselling was given to me in a big lot of clothes of men's that I didn't know anybody that could fit into size smalls. So it was free. So it was a free earnings of $5 on that shirt. I just thought it would sell for more. Next is American Eagle striped linen blend shirt. I got it from a garage sale over a year ago last summer. I either spent 50 cents, $1 on it. It sold for $10 with my earnings being $7.05. Next is something pretty cool, and I thought was pretty cool. At a garage sale last summer, this lady had all kinds of vintage Fisher-Price dollhouse furniture, and she had them all separated into baggies, and she was asking like $250, $350 for something like that. And I asked her, I'm like, if I buy them all, will you give me them half price? And she said yes. So I bought them all. And this one was the Fisher-Price Loving Family Wedding Arch, and then the bride and the groom and the little cake and her little bouquet. So I probably paid at the most $2 for this set, and it sold for $20 with my earnings being $16. And I'm almost sold out of all that stuff. It actually went really fast. This I just picked up at Goodwill a couple months ago on the $2 rack. It was an airy fish print one-piece swimming suit. It sold for $17, making my earnings $13.60. Next is something from my closet again. It was this White House Black Market sleeveless blouse. It kind of had a cowl neck right here. It was kind of something you'd wear in the summer on a dressier day. It just no longer fit anymore, so I put it up for sale. And it sold for $14 with my earnings being $11.05. Next are these Hasbro Pound Puppy lot. There was a bigger one and then the baby one with the little diaper on. Garage sale last year, 50 cents each. And they sold for $15, making my earnings $12. Next, I got this little plush from the bins, so I probably paid $1 for it. It was a Manhattan Toy Company Golden Doodle plush, and he was just a little guy. He was only 8 inches. He sold for $13, with my earnings being $10.05. Next, which is exciting, because I didn't know if I was going to do very well on these items, but it's from my Coach ThredUp rescue box. I sold my very first one, and it was the Getaway nylon weekender bag with the snap-in cosmetics pouch or whatever inside of it. Each item in that rescue box costed me probably right around $20 or so. This one sold for $46, with my earnings being $36.18 on that one. Hopefully some more of them purses from that box will sell, so I can get my money back on that one. Next is this really cool color Nikon Green Coolpix digital camera. I got this from a church sale last summer. And believe it or not, it sat in a pile of stuff that I needed to list until 3 weeks ago, I think, when I finally dug it out, photographed it, and listed it finally. And somebody had given, I can't remember where I listed it at, 80. I think I listed it at 75 or 80. Because it was untested. I didn't have a cord to charge the battery for it. So I listed it as untested, sorry. And somebody threw me a lowball offer of like $30 or something, and I just declined that. And then another girl came in, and we settled at $60 on that because it was untested. And she didn't know how easy it would be to get a cord to charge that battery. And so we agreed on $60, with my earnings being $48. And I paid $5 for it at that church sale. And my last sale and my best sale, I'll save the best for last always. I just had these in my last thrifting haul. Are these Betsy Johnson Diva Rhinestone boots. I paid up for them. I did pay $30 for them, but they're brand new and they're pretty snazzy looking. And the woman I bought them from said she had bought them for a Western wedding in Texas and she never wore them. And I had a lot of interest on these. And one lady was messaging me, asking me why I was selling them. And I was honest with her and explained I am a reseller. I buy things to resell. And she says, well, I read lots of reviews that they're very uncomfortable. Are they true to size? And I told her, I don't know. They don't fit me. So I don't really know. Well, in the meantime of messaging her about this, somebody else bought them for full price of $80, making my earnings $64. So that was pretty awesome. So those are my sales for this 2-week period, or 15-day period, I should say. Not a lot, but things are picking up right now for my next What Sold video. I think I'll be having more sales then. But yeah, that's it. I appreciate you guys watching. I will be having a thrifting haul coming up, another mystery box unboxing, and that's it for right now. That's all I got in the works, or the plans for right now. And if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up on the way out, I would greatly appreciate it. Everybody have a great day. Bye! I forgot, I wanted to give a big shout out and thank you to a lovely lady named Sierra who does my editing on my videos. If it wasn't for Sierra, my videos would not be as fun and enjoyable as they are. And if you don't believe me, you can go back back and watch my very first 2 videos and you'll see a big difference. So thank you very much, Sierra. This is a pair of Calvin Klein, sorry. Blah, 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 blah. All right, and let me know. No, scratch that one too. I appreciate everybody watching. If you like this kind of content, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. And if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up on the way out, it's greatly appreciated. Scratch that one too.